What's up, everyone? I wanted to do a quick kind of end times either checklist or kind of a option list, because sometimes we can wonder what are our options in the end times? What are we to do? So let me just break down some of the options of what people can do during this time. So now, if you're an unbeliever, you have the possibility of surviving through the tribulation. Now, there is only a few ways to survive, and that is estimated. I want to use the word estimated because when Bible scholars, do their calculations on, hey, I've read the Bible and I think this is what God is saying will happen. That's what I mean by calculations. They are still not 100%. And you can never be 100% just because we as Bible, scholars know that the Bible itself says that you can only know partially while you're on this earth. And that goes for your entire life. You can only know partially, as far as what the Bible is saying. So for unbelievers, you would have to somehow, one, you need faith in Jesus Christ, but you would have to somehow survive all the way through all of the plagues, all of the wrath of God. So, one, you don't know when it's starting. So you would already have to have some preparations in place. But you would either need a bunker, you would need to either need to be on a space station for 7 years, or is it possible you could be on the ocean maybe for the whole time of the 7 year tribulation? I don't know. Okay. But that is kind of like the real deal of what, the options are. Now, for the Christian community, most of us do believe in a pre-trib rapture. So around the time that the Antichrist is revealed to the world, that is around the time that the rapture is. Now, some have different opinions, but I'm not going to get into that. But if you're a Christian, the only escape would possibly be either the rapture or, surviving to the end of the tribulation through whatever means you think you could possibly do that. Now, again, Revelation 3:10 tells us that, there is a possibility of, not like a guarantee really, of an escape from the time of the tribulation. If you turn to your Bible in the book of Revelation, it's the last book of the Bible, and you go to chapter 3 and you scroll all the way to, or move your finger all the way to 10, Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. And you will see that, if you persevere following Jesus, he promises an escape from the end times, judgments. Now, that's what we use by faith. The Christian life is by faith. We walk without seeing all of this, even though we use evidence of it, like the Bible and, creation and all that. But anyway, after those two options, either the rapture or just somehow surviving, I mean, the only other thing I could possibly think of is somehow surviving, in a remote area somewhere, and you'd have to have food, water stored up, and really, you know, I think you would have to, you don't know where any of these plagues are going to ultimately fall, other than, it's supposed to be pretty much around the whole entire world. So, with that being the case, those are really the only options of what are we to do during the end times, guys. So, I mean, some people are choosing to just sort of ride it out and say, hey, whatever happens, happens. I'm done with my life anyway. I don't want to be saved. Other people might say, hey, I care, but I don't really care. Like, I don't know. And then other people want to put their faith in Jesus and, survive. But, you know, I just wanted to go over some of the real kind of options, which is either a bunker, surviving the 7-year tribulation underground in a bunker, surviving in space somehow, in maybe an international space station or something, or, by putting your faith in Jesus and, watching him supernaturally take care of you during the tribulation. Okay, so here are some stipulations for surviving in a bunker, because I know you guys out there are going to be like, oh, okay, well, I have the money for a bunker, or I have the money for, to go to space or something. There's an International Space Station. Okay, so there are some of the plagues that are not fully understandable as, they're survivable. Okay, because Jesus, he stated that if the time of the tribulation was not cut short, no flesh would survive. Now, some take that to mean, something different, but Jesus has already stated that the tribulation is pretty much an annihilation type of deal. Like, it's not meant to be survived. And especially if you're not a Christian, that's just sort of the facts. And so hopefully this brings some clarity, on what are some of the options. But the plagues, what I was going to get into is the plagues have like demon locust. I don't know if you've heard about the locusts that are supposed to be in the Bible. There's an asteroid that basically hits the earth. There's earthquakes. There's a lot of things that if you're not prepared now, or you already, kind of have thought over some of all the worst case scenarios, then, you might have to really just really think through, what God is telling you to do. Is God leading you to build a bunker to, what is he leading you to do? Now, I know what I plan on doing, which is either being in a bunker or going up in the rapture. But other than that, the Bible does not give anyone specific instructions on building a bunker or going into space. And so really the answer would probably be faith. That's what Jesus wants us to have in these last days, guys. And so, hey, tell me what you think, but thanks so much for checking out this shorter video. Hopefully this was a blessing. Hey, if you feel like this ministry has helped you in any way, please give or donate or purchase something from my store. And so thank you so much. If you have any questions, I have a number that you can text if you would like to get any questions that you have answered. I will do my best on my level of understanding, give you an answer that hopefully can bring you the answer you're looking for. 253 is that phone number. Okay, thanks so much. Check you next time. See ya.